Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to discuss another wonderful project called Avalanche, and I will explain to you why it's becoming so popular and why it has so much potential. But before we start, I would really like to thank you all who watched my previous videos, and especially the last one regarding Stellar XLM. It got 1.7 thousand views. So for those who haven't watched it, I will leave a link here somewhere on top of the screen so you can take a look. And let's not waste the time. Hit a like, leave a comment, and let's get started. So let's start and open the main website and analyze the project. Avalanche is an open source smart contract platform for decentralized applications. Developers offer fast and low cost and decentralized applications that are compatible with the Ethereum virtual machine and Solidity programming language. So here I would also add that AVAX is really in many ways similar to Ethereum, and this information is quite common on the internet. However, it does have many important distinguishing properties, and developers also point to the possibility of launching so-called custom blockchains, both private and public. This is a very important option that allows you to create blockchains on both proof of work and proof of stake concepts, with different settings for network properties. So let me give you a clear and simple example. Suppose the blockchain must meet certain standards, and for example you need only licensed validators to participate in transaction verification. You can easily set this up in Avalanche. This is a very flexible system focused on different clients, and AVAX stands out among other blockchains with excellent scalability, what allows to be achieved by unique architecture of the system. In AVAX, I want to highlight one of the main characteristics in general for any blockchain. The Avalanche project has implemented very innovative protocols that make it one of the fastest and very reliable blockchains. In comparison with top other blockchains, it has one of the best transaction speeds, is also fully compatible with Ethereum virtual machine, which is quite important for attracting developers who write programs in Solidity language. So let's talk now a little about the history of the project. Avalanche was first created and appeared in public in May 2018 by a group of enthusiasts called Team Rocket. It was later developed by a special team of researchers from Cornell University. These studies were led by Emin Gün Sirer, or correctly a computer science professor and a software engineer who developed Avalanche consensus protocol itself. So he was assisted by Mao Fan and Kevin Seknicki. And the developers are really in general great professionals in their field. The founder of Avalanche is generally one of the first cryptocurrency pioneers who has been working with the blockchain since the moment when Bitcoin didn't even exist at all. And after completion of the research phase, Ava Labs was founded to develop the network and above all to meet the complex requirements of the financial industry. And in March 2020, Ava's code base for the Avalanche consensus protocol became open and publicly available. So let's now go over all more or less important events of the project. So first, in September 2020, Avalanche main network was launched, and after the launch, AVAX token was listed on 3 major exchanges at once. So there were Huobi Global, Gate.io and Bitfinex. In November 2020, there was a listing on Binance, and 2021 has been a very busy year for Avalanche. There were various partnerships, and one of the most important ones, a package of 5 European stablecoins, will be launched on Avalanche, offering digital euros, Swiss francs, and many others. Another important news is that they have partnered with Frontier, which allows them to mint stablecoins using AVAX. And due to this news, AVAX was listed on Coinbase, FTX and Kraken at that time. And after that, the developers announced their own mobile wallet. At the beginning of 2022, the Robinhood platform added AVAX to its platform. And now, as you can see, the latest news from 2022, Robinhood starts to educate millions of users on all things Avalanche. Who doesn't know, Robinhood is an American project with a huge user base that allows you to trade cryptocurrencies, and this is very significant news that will show the growth of this coin at a distance. And in October 2022, AVAX blockchain was launched on OpenSea platform. So now OpenSea adds Avalanche NFT support as well. Everything I wanted to highlight is just that Avalanche constantly developing. Various and regular updates are constantly being carried out, and there are always some new partnerships which can be used to understand that institutional investors are interested in the project and who care about the flexibility and customization of blockchain. And also developers do not lag behind the trending direction of the crypto world, such as NFT sales through OpenSea, and Avalanche has a really serious emphasis on the development of decentralized finance infrastructure. And now let's slowly move to the website with the ecosystem and explore it in more details. So Avalanche has a very significant role in the development of decentralized finances. So you and I can see that such top projects participate in the system as 1inch, Aave, Alibaba Cloud, then what else? We have Apeboard, we have Arkham, Anchor, from the most familiar to myself at the moment. Then what else I saw here? Axelar. Then there was Binance, yes, Bitfinex, Bitmart, Blockchain Academy, and many others. So as you can see, we have around 395 projects at the moment that are actively developing in Avalanche blockchain today. So this is a huge number of projects, guys. You can scroll through them, you can share them to different sectors. There are projects that have added, for example, support for this network. There are those who are completely built on this network. And it's very important to understand that thanks to the tools that the developers have made, you can use all applications from MetaMask wallet. So we have DeFi various aggregators, wallets, NFT marketplaces, and DAO, and much more. There is also an instruction for using the bridge itself between Ethereum and following the instructions on the site. Somewhere you can very easily transfer your ERC20 tokens to Avalanche network and store them on your mobile device. By the way, the network is supported in many aggregators, like same as 1inch supports this network, and you can very easily convert your coins and send to yourself through 1inch. And in partners today, there are such top giants as Binance, MasterCard, Ledger, and Chainlink. So I want to summarize a little. The project has gained the support of thousands of different decentralized application developers around the world, and it combines high-yield DEX finance tools with ordinary users, which gives access to its ecosystem and helps developers implement various changes within the blockchain, and all of that is constantly evolving. And now I would like to touch upon the topic of investors and those who supported this large-scale project. So Ava Labs managed to attract a number of investors. In 2019, the project received 6 million after a funding round, and it was in Series A. So a year later, the developers raised another $12 million in a private token sale led by Bitman, a private company. Also, I found interesting news that in July 2020, as a part of the public offering of ICO, the project raised 42 million in just 4.5 hours, and among the participants there were such really notable funds as Andreessen Horowitz. And in the latest news, Ava Labs is raising 315 million at a 5.5 billion valuation, according to the report. So the project has attracted huge investments from the very beginning of its existence, which really tells you about the fundamental nature of the project and great development prospects. I also want to note that there are very serious investors with large capitals on board of this project, such as Galaxy Digital and Andreessen Horowitz and many others. So let's take a look at what prices the early funds received their tokens. They entered the coin at a price of 33 cents in February 2019, and there were sales up to 85 cents. Well, I will say that even taking into account that impressive correction of about 91% at the moment, the funds received crazy profit, and today the coin is traded up to 4,000%, which is of course a lot. And you can see how much profit coins gave the early investors. It's like almost 442x, 292, 290, 172 as well. But despite this fact, the tokenomics of the project is quite simple and understandable. It is important that the project implemented a deflationary model that will not allow anyone to increase the final issue of 720 millions of coins. They implemented the mechanism for burning part of the commission, which indicates that the economic model is quite good. The funds in this project of course earned a lot of money, but given that AVAX is holding up pretty well in the bear market, the project has great prospects in the future for working out and implementing all the ideas of the developers, and I'm sure that the project will not stop there. So let's quickly go through the metrics. We can see that AVAX is trading at a rank of 18 at the moment with a price of $13.12. If we go slightly lower, we can see the whole market capitalization, which is around $4.5 billion. It's a lot. It's already considered as a high cap project. So in circulation supply, we currently have almost 80%, which is good because the more we have in circulation, the less we will be affected later during unlocks or predictable sales. So as I said, max supply is going to be 720 millions of tokens, and at the moment we have 91%, as I previously says, correction from all-time high. And let's take a look at Twitter according to the tradition, and here we can see that the coin is fairly well followed, and today it has around 1 million of readers. So for such a blockchain, this is a really huge number of users. Also, some news like partnerships, updates are constantly coming out on Twitter, and in general Twitter is alive and everything is fine with it. And now let's move on to TradingView itself, and there we will analyze what's happening with the chart of the coin. So the first thing here I want to pay attention to is that the coin has already come to its potential bottom zone. I have already started buying it from about $17 approximately, and will buy more below. So I have already gained a good position, and my average price is around maybe $14-15 at the moment. But I assume that taking into account the negativity on the crypto market, as well as these huge profits for investors and future unlocks, AVAX can still be corrected. And the second order, which will be of interest to me, and it's closer to the bottom, which was in July 2021, this is the area of $8-10 approximately. This is where I will happily buy even more. And with the third order, if of course the market gives us such an opportunity, I will plan to buy in the region of $5-7. We have an important liquidity zone there, and this zone starts from around $7.30. Therefore, with these orders, I would gladly buy this fundamental coin in my portfolio and hold it at least until next cycle. And I would not sell AVAX in a short-term perspective. So if you guys manage to accumulate it at least in the region of $9-10 approximately of your average price, so I would prefer to keep this coin until it reaches approximately 90, even hundreds of dollars, which is around 500, 600, even 700%. Then definitely I will leave most of the part for a possible overhigh, which we had in the region of $147. It's 10x. And in conclusion, I want to say that AVAX is indeed a very promising project, and with a fully built innovative consensus, which has already interested a fairly large group of institutional investors. So the project solves the problems of scaling for decentralization and transaction speed in a completely new way. I think that those top funds that have invested tens of millions of dollars in AVAX will not sell the tokens of this project at current prices and simply let it sink. And I think and I hope that they will still wait for the next growth cycle and gradually unload their positions there. To summarize all of that I've said, I really expect AVAX price to reach around $280 at least during the next cycle, and maybe even more, because it has an absolutely crazy potential which can bring us up to even $500. So 37x, I'm not denying these numbers, but it will be very difficult to reach them, and most likely I will be selling by several orders, because we never know where the high is going to be. So most likely I will be selling like by parts, and definitely I will be keeping some amount of my investments until these values. And also, according to the tradition, I've implemented this calculator in my last video. So here we can see how much we can earn if we invest in a specific coin. So as I said previously, even if we invest at the moment at a price of $13, even 15, or even up to 20, these are still good prices in my opinion that I consider for this coin. So let's say if we spend like $1,000 on Avalanche for the price of $13, and even if we will be able to sell it like at 90, as I said first, so the profit is still huge, which is around $6,000, almost $7,000. But let's say we will override our highs, which were 150, and put like 170, for example, we already doubled this amount. And as I said, if everything goes smooth, and we will reach about $480 at least, so our $1,000 will transform into $36,000, which is absolutely significant amount. And I think $1,000 is very affordable for everyone to start accumulating the coin at the moment at any price. If it gets lower, buy lower. The only thing you need to do is just to buy and wait. Do not sell it and accept the loss. And if you invest at least $5,000 to Avalanche, you will have this incredible amount of $183,000. So that's all from me, guys, today. If this review turned out to be useful for you, then like it, write your thoughts on this project. At what prices did you buy the coin, if you did? And leave a comment in general, it will be very useful for this video. So thank you for watching, and see you everyone in the new videos.